Millions of diabetics avoid honey out of fear. But is that fear built on real science or just myth? Today, we uncover exactly what honey does inside a diabetic body, using real clinical research, not guesses. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which honey, how much, and when it's safe or risky for diabetes.
Honey begins as flower nectar. Bees convert it using natural enzymes, storing it in honeycombs until it becomes the thick, golden syrup we know.
Honey is roughly 80% natural sugars and about 17% water, plus enzymes, antioxidants, vitamins, and trace minerals. Honey's two main sugars, fructose and glucose, behave very differently in the body, and that ratio decides how it affects blood sugar. Not all honey is the same. Its type depends on the flowers bees visit, and each type carries a different sugar and nutrient profile. Manuka honey from New Zealand is prized for its methylglyoxal content, giving it strong antibacterial and wound-healing properties. Buckwheat honey is rich in antioxidants, tualang honey is widely studied for diabetes research, and clover honey is the mildest, most common type.
In many local markets, people judge honey by bee size, big bee honey versus small bee honey. But what does the science actually say?
The so-called big bee is Apis dorsata, the giant honeybee, a wild species that builds massive open combs on cliffs and tall trees across South Asia. The small bee usually refers to Apis cerana or Apis florea, smaller, domesticated bees that beekeepers manage in hives, producing smaller, controlled batches. Research shows honey quality depends mainly on floral source, processing, and purity, not the size of the bee that made it. Both can be excellent or poor. So whether it's big bee or small bee honey, what truly matters, for diabetics and everyone else, is raw, minimal processing, and a low glycemic index. Honey contains powerful plant compounds called flavonoids and polyphenols, natural antioxidants that fight cell-damaging free radicals. Natural enzymes like diastase and invertase break down complex sugars, which is part of why honey digests differently than table sugar. Honey also contains small amounts of B vitamins, vitamin C, calcium, iron, and potassium, a nutrient profile refined sugar simply doesn't have.
Research shows honey's antioxidants may protect cells from oxidative stress, one of the hidden drivers behind diabetes complications.
Subscribe to the channel Nutrition Dynamics, press the bell icon, and share it with your friends to spread useful information. On the glycemic index, pure glucose scores near 100, table sugar around 65, while honey averages 50 to 58.
Studies show honey spikes blood sugar early, but by 90 minutes, levels often drop lower than after eating plain table sugar.
In clinical trials on type 1 diabetics, honey triggered a stronger insulin and C-peptide response than sucrose or plain glucose. Unlike refined sugar, honey arrives with antioxidants and enzymes, but it is still a sugar, and it still raises blood glucose. So can a diabetic patient eat honey? The honest answer from research is sometimes, but with real limits.
Pharmacologist Dr. Omotayo Erejua's studies found honey reduced oxidative stress and helped protect pancreatic cells in diabetic animal models.
But a 2019 systematic review of 13 clinical trials found large amounts of honey could actually worsen glucose control in type 2 diabetics. A 2025 meta-analysis of 69 trials found small amounts, about 10 grams daily, modestly improved HbA1c. Larger doses showed no benefit.
Erejua's decade of research concluded honey may support glycemic control only as a complement to treatment, never as a replacement for medication.
The glycemic index itself, still used to judge honey today, was developed by Dr. David Jenkins to measure how foods affect blood sugar. Why the caution? Even natural sugar is still sugar. Excess honey means extra calories, fructose overload, and unpredictable glucose spikes. Most research-backed benefits appear at very small doses, around 5 to 10 grams a day, roughly half a tablespoon, not more.
The response also depends on diabetes type. Type 1 patients responded differently to honey in studies than type 2 patients did.
Because honey can affect blood sugar and medication timing,
every diabetic patient should consult their doctor before adding it regularly.
If a doctor approves it, raw, unprocessed, low glycemic varieties like acacia or buckwheat are generally the safer choices.
For people without diabetes, honey can be a healthier alternative to refined sugar when used in moderation as part of a balanced diet.
Clinical trials found regular honey supplementation improved cholesterol balance and modestly lowered blood pressure over several months. Beyond blood sugar, honey's antibacterial and antioxidant compounds support wound healing, immunity, and cellular protection in healthy adults. So remember, choose raw, low GI honey, keep portions small, monitor your blood sugar, and always check with your doctor first. Honey isn't poison, and it isn't a cure. It's a natural sugar that, used wisely, can fit safely into many diabetic diets. Subscribe to the channel Nutrition Dynamics, press the bell icon, and share it with your friends to spread useful information.